You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You good?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm back.
We back.
And live.
And live.
And action.
And 5,
4,
3,
2,
1.
What's poppin', y'all? We back.
Yes, we are back up in this gig. This is what, season
6. 6.
I
had to do it right.
You have to do this.
Yeah, I had to do it. Yeah, for me, it's this. Okay.
Good evening, Judy's. Want to thank y'all for tuning into SinglyGay podcast. And I bet y'all didn't think y'all was going to see our face this soon.
I know, we just ended recently, right?
Yeah.
No, we've been on a good break, so I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, we've been on a good break. As y'all see, things are different. When we're in a new area, we always gonna be in a new area. We can't be in one area for too long. But with that being said, we want to introduce one of our really, really good Judies that are on right now. You know, if you don't know this face,
You have to know this face, honey. You got to know this face because it's just made right now. Girl.
Okay, it's given. Right, okay, this here is slayage. Okay, but we want to introduce you guys to Mr. Ressie G.
What's poppin'?
Yes. Hey, Ressie.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming through, honey. We thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for inviting me. I've been waiting and waiting.
Come on, waiting.
Look.
I didn't know you was waiting, Reese. We would have got you been on because honestly, we could have did a little combo, you know, a Gemini's and a Reese, you know, and Karan and Reese. You know, we could have got some things discussed, you know. I just say, you know, I just feel, you know.
Well, good. I'm happy to be here. So, you know, and congratulations on season 6. Like that's a big milestone. So congratulations.
Thank you
So much. The time in the making, honey. We've been here 2 years and still pushing.
Yes.
Still pushing.
Life happens, but we still push through.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with this segment, Judy, y'all already know. Okay, that part. With this segment, Judy, y'all already know, even though we kind of touch on the beats and deets right now, this is called What's Happening? So, you know, we always got to catch up, seeing what's going on, where people been at, and like,
what's new? What's been in the new scuttlebutt? You know what I'm saying?
What's scuttlebutt? What's poppin'?
You know what I'm saying?
You know, so, you know, Reese, fill us in, because I know you've been doing your own thing, working on some projects. Let us know what's going on with those, if that's still coming out. Well, I'm not going to tell people, you tell people.
Yeah, so absolutely. So I just been moving in silence, you know, just doing my thing, working on me, loving this peace and this happiness that is surrounding me right now. The retreat, which is my first project released under Voice, is coming on the 21st of June. So I'm excited about that because this is going to be something that's totally different than I've ever worked on before, a reality docu-series. So new little mix of 2 genres that I actually love. So I'm really excited about that and for everyone to see it. And, you know, there's some other things that are in the mix, but I can't really too much talk about. But yeah, when y'all see it, y'all see it.
Okay, look, because we waiting. I know I'm waiting.
I was like, I wanted the taste of the retreat. Is that, you know what I'm saying? When you first started putting it out there, I was like, oh, this is going to be cute. It's a little tea. Because I had just started getting into the whole Chasing Dallas, you know, that whole series. I just started getting into your, you know what I'm saying, thing. So it was just like, for me, it was like, okay, this is going to be a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? This is something that I'm into. I like retreats. You get more, you know what I'm saying, personal level with people, because when you're staying with somebody, it's a different level. You know what I'm saying? You learn people. So.
I mean,
yeah, I mean, you know, with the retreat, yeah, I mean, when I did Chasing Dallas, it was a beautiful journey to bring me to this point. I loved it while I was doing it, and I blazed the trail and opened some doors so that people can continue to go on with it, which is so beautiful to see. And then when I did the spinoff, Chasing Dallas Presents the Retreat, we were focused more on the astrology of the things because everybody loves, you know, their sign. You know, Scorpio is the best sign. I just want to throw that out there. But going into rebranding it, I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm an Aquarius, so I'm just, you know.
I mean, we got bulls in here too, so you know the bull is in here. So you know you can't.
Taurus and Aquarius and Scorpio, we get along. We
know how to operate.
Yes, Yes, absolutely. And then this go round, I brought in a therapist to work with some of you guys' favorite web series stars so that we can get to the root of what they were going through in their past, bring it to the present, and hopefully working through some things so they can make a brighter future for themselves. So
I like that. That's definitely dope, because I feel like they think that we always want drama all the time, and sometimes it's not always about the drama. It's about knowing how to heal, and sometimes you have to see others heal in order to heal for yourself. You know what I'm saying? To know that somebody might share that same experience you went through and not feel like you're the only one in the world going through it. You know what I'm saying? So I love those type of shows as well. I love the drama. I love the messiness. You know what I'm saying? I love it too. You know. But at the same time, I love when you see people heal, you know what I'm saying, and find resolve and find a way to be able to say, okay, well, we may not be on the same page, but we can coexist, we can keep, you know what I'm saying, but just don't tread lightly, bro. tread real lightly with me, bro.
I mean, because, you know, people still going through their thing. So it's just like, even though you're there, like, to heal and rebuild yourself, you know what I'm saying, sometimes it could somewhat be a bit much when you're in like a house full of other people, especially when they're dealing with their own trauma, their own baggage, and it's, you know, you want to relate, but sometimes depending on how heightened your emotions in the moment, it's like, oh, bitch, I don't want to. I don't want nothing to do with you because I'm trying to fix this over here, and that you just take that. But it makes great for good TV. I love to see a little shimmy shake, not up for a brawl. I don't condone violence, but you know, it's good to just a little
shake the table,
just a little.
Okay, Michelle, real quick.
You know,
just a little shake, you know. And I think that when it comes down to us as Black gay men, we never really work through our stuff. Like, we carry around a lot of baggage. And so I thought to myself, okay, let's take these people with their baggage, figuratively and physically, their baggage, bring them to a remote location and work through some things. I think these guys, this group of guys, really bonded over the time that we were there, as well as had an opportunity to talk through some things amongst themselves that wasn't necessarily filmed, because we did a lot of off-camera work too, so that we can get them, when they do depart, to get to a better state of mind.
No, that makes sense.
I like that.
I like that.
Because it's like, it's not just for TV. We're doing the process all the way through. We're going to work off cameras as well, so that way you understand that this is real work. It's not just for play, you know, it's not no Iyanla Van Zandt real quick, no shade, love her down. But, you know what I'm saying, we're doing the work all the way through. Yes. And, you know, on and on. Let me not shade her, because she might be doing both. Okay. She might be doing both, so I love her. You know, the girls can't ever, you know, I had a sip, all right? So you can see that.
I'll sit to that.
I mean, you know, people, I look at it like, I mean, I love the work that she does and how she does it. And I took a page out of her book and wanted to help people heal. The therapist that we actually went with and chose, and he agreed to being a part, Joseph Williams, has worked with her on different panels and events and things. So he has a different approach. But at the end, I think it takes those type of people, from him to her, to actually heal the world, so to speak, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
That makes definitely sense.
Because I think, like, once the journey is over, especially like when the cameras and stuff is down, I think that you should continue to just do it. Like, because I think it makes it more better. So for say, like, if you end up, you know, putting yourself back into those type of situations to do like a TV thing of that, like with healing and stuff, it's always good to see the person's progress from when they first started. Right, even though it still may be like other different traumas and things that they need to, you know, work on. But it's just like, you know what?
I dealt with something. You know, I've evolved. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we gotta show the growth of evolution. You know what I'm saying? We gotta evolve.
You gotta just heal.
And some girls don't be ready to be evolved, you know.
Well, you know, when you don't want to face yourself,
it's hard.
It do get hard. I mean, it's hard out here. It's hard out here trying to stay and maintain, and then you got to deal with, you know, just life in general. And then you don't say you want to go out there and date, and don't say you want to, you know, you're building your career and then you're doing your entrepreneurial thing. So yeah, it gets tough. It gets hard out here for a pimp. So yeah. it's a constant movement, I think. And for people to take time out of their busy schedules to actually want to do some type of work to better themselves, I think that takes a lot of courage, and it's needed. It's needed to see these people as examples that want to get away. Because I mean, I had to do my work, and I'm continuing to do the work every day.
Come on.
And as you should, because it's gonna make you be a what? Better you. Because
on,
ain't nobody do you the way you do you. Honey, you know your, because the thing is, I think people forget, like, yeah, we go through stuff and we have things that we're dealing with, but we with ourselves 24 hours of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something like somebody trying to tell you about you when you know you're not even with me.
Yeah, you don't even know what I'm
like
doing.
You don't know what's in my head. So to tell me, girl, look good, but you need to do that, I'll just be looking like,
do you deal what I deal with? Do you know what I go through?
Like,
do you know what I think?
Like, can
do you know what I feel? Like, I mean, you know,
people be peopling. That's the nicest way I'm gonna put it.
The girls be girling. That's how
the girls be girl. Every girl gets a turn.
Mm-hmm.
I love somebody.
Say it with me, doorknob.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying.
Doorknob. That's it.
So with Ressie, so since you did move off from, Chasing Dallas, have you watched the latest season? Like, have you been into it? Like, what is your take on where the things have gone? You know what I'm saying? Because I've been into the recent season, and I just feel like it's a lot of things that is just like questionable. Some things that were mentioned in Reunion where it's just like, well, why didn't you show more of that? Why weren't you more visible? You know what I'm saying? For those who felt like they weren't getting enough, camera time, And then girls that were just screaming for the spotlight, and it was just uncontrollably sad that they were screaming for it. But
I think that this season was different for sure. It was different from what season 1 to 3 gave. It was under different leadership. When it comes down to how people have been reacting on camera from their season to the reunion, there's still some questions there. I mean, there's still things that I would like to know. However, it's just the way that production went this season. So, I mean, I think that they did a good job with, rebranding it in a way. Because I do believe that it is in line with what Chasing Atlanta gives. But it is definitely different from seasons 1 through 3.
I mean, it gave very drag on to me. Like, they was just keep it moving. That's what it's doing. Like,
there were certain topics that kept coming up, and like you said, production did a great job on how what they produced and what they were able to get out of it. I feel like the cast themselves.
You sure?
The cast themselves. The cast themselves. I feel like they dragged a lot of situations that were unnecessarily dragged. You know what I'm saying? I feel like even with Trey, I feel like Trey was trying his hardest to create this whole storyline to turn around and then you're leaving.
Well, no, I think Trey was burnt out. Because you got to think, I don't know what the rest of everybody else was doing, but if I remember correctly, like Trey was literally like shooting 2 different shows at the same time. So like you shooting this brand while shooting your own. So I think that, when you focus on the storyline of your own and you do what you wanted to give with that was good. So by the time you got on this side of the fence, it was very mediocre. I feel like he could have gave more. It just didn't happen like that. So, but with everybody else, I don't know.
I think that with people have to understand what they sign up for too. So depending on what your end goal is in life, or with your career, or whatever you're showcasing on any platform, you have to take that moment to go balls to the wall. You have to go 110% every single time, because you never know where an opportunity may come from. When he came on season 2, going into season 3, he got an opportunity to be seen and go on to a different show based out of LA. So you have to, I think that people choose to want to be mixy or be in the drama versus actually showcasing themselves and being more authentic and then letting the drama come about. I don't think that it's right to always insert yourself when you wasn't asked to come to the party, so to speak, figuratively speaking, and just showcase who you are. And then if that ruffles feathers, then that's something that you can address.
Right.
I think that in web series in general, and I think that in reality TV, that's what happens a lot, where they want to to bring the spotlight over. But when you are the spotlight, girl,
Hello, somebody.
Look.
Hello, somebody. When you are the light.
When you are the light. And with that
It's
being
gonna
said,
shine.
you know, Judy's, we're going to take a quick break right here. And please know we are going to come back with some more great and hot things talked about with Mr. Ressie G. We'll be right back. Hey, Judy's, welcome back.
Welcome back, y'all.
Thing. You know, we still got Mr. Ressie G here with us, telling us all the things of working on new projects, been dealing with some old projects, and, you know, just making a breakthrough of creating his own lane in his own life, but with his already doing it with his empire.
Hello, somebody.
Okay, that part.
Like
so, Mr. Ressie G, do you like playing games?
I do like playing this game.
You do?
I'm ready. Let's go.
So I think you're going to love this game. Judy, y'all ready? Because if y'all ain't never heard this game before, y'all might need to go watch previous episodes.
Yeah.
Y'all going to love this one. So, this game is called Lie, Cheat, Marry.
Yeah. Oh, not your eyes go to the left, girl. Not your eyes go to
Ressie was like,
Shut up.
Cheat,
Shut up.
Marry. So, the object of this game is we're going to drop 3 names.
3 names.
Just 3. 3 names. And you're going to tell us which one you're going to lie about hooking up with, whether if it was good or bad. You're going to tell us about the one that you going to cheat on for whatever your reasons are. And, you know, and let us know which one you would marry, whether for financial stability or their swag or, you know, whatever that is.
Yeah.
And, you know, you got it?
I got it.
Oh, okay. You
want to start?
You can start with the lies, guys.
Okay, I don't know his real name, but Diamond from P Valley.
Ooh, Tyler. Is it Tyler or Tyler?
Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, we use him. And Tyrese. We haven't used Tyrese either.
Gotta love some good chocolate.
So that's your 3.
Diamond from P Valley.
Michael B.
Jordan, and Tyrese.
Okay, so I will cheat on Tyrese. It's just not given for me. It's just not given. I would. What's the other 2? Marry. I would
Diamond from P Valley.
Or marry Diamond. And
you'll lie about Michael B.
I would lie about Michael B because I don't know what it's given. Because it's given real. If I had to hook up with him, it seemed like it would be like on a scale of 1 to 10, it might be a 6. But then again, it might be a 1. But then again, it might be a 20. So I don't know. But it's just kind of like I don't know. But see, I would lie if it's bad because he seemed like a good person.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I can do that.
That's your same order?
I mean, well, I would actually marry Michael B. Jordan, no shade. I'd marry Michael B. Jordan. I would lie about Tyrese. He crazy, but some tell me it's good. And I cheat on Diamond, child. He kept that soul in that ring in his house for too long for me. I can't do that. That's too crazy. Just trapping people's kids. And so I can't do. I ain't never been to New Orleans. Okay, I don't know about that. I don't want to be nowhere with no trickery. Cause I ain't doing that.
See, I would have married Tyrese because I like him toxic. I like it toxic. And then I would lie about Diamond because I know the sex would be good.
You just want to be picked up.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I just want to be picked up. And then Michael B, I'd cheat on Michael B. He's just, I feel like she ain't got enough peace for me.
I mean, you know, who was that? Steve, Lori left. I'll leave too.
You know, I think, and it's crazy I say that because like I'm very much Team Lori, and I really feel like people gave her a lot of grief for not continuing to date him. But I'm like, she's young, she's beautiful, he's older, he's wanting to settle down. She didn't want to. Allegedly, that's what it was. And I feel like, I mean, let that girl live her life. Let her go out and live the world. I mean, she's popular. She got businesses. Like, come on now.
I mean, get married. Let her marry Steve Harvey.
That's enough in itself.
Let's see. 3 more names.
What's your 3?
I'll marry Steve. I marry Steve.
I would marry Steve too. No shade. I marry Steve. Well, since we already brought his name up, let's throw him in there. So Steve Harvey. You already gave me name Steve Harvey. Dr. Phil. And Murray from the Murray Show.
Reese, he tried you. He tried you, Reese. I gave you good 3 names.
I mean, it was on talk show, so I just.
Like, you could have gave me Samuel L. Jackson or something.
That's mama said you could have gave me Samuel Jackson, honey.
Okay, Steve Harvey, Samuel Murray.
Okay, so I'm gonna marry Steve. I'm gonna cheat on Maury, and I'm going to hook up or whatever with Samuel.
Are you gonna lie? You gonna lie about Samuel?
I'm gonna lie about Samuel.
Baby, he look like he got that OG pipe. He been around for.
He look like he got that long pipe, that old school pipe, but he got that extra flab that's it right here.
He look like
over it.
He look like he gonna give me that shaft.
Yeah,
it's gonna be shaft. Can you dig it? Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I'll give me that shaft.
I can't. He look like he got his extra beat too. He got the extra stem. He's not circumcised.
Please don't turn me off. I don't do turtles.
Turtles. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay, hold on, wait. So there's nothing wrong with that if they clean it properly. A lot of men don't know how to clean it properly. That's all I'm gonna just say.
Okay. So on to the next.
A lot of men just don't know how to clean properly in general. So I mean, if you just dirty, you just dirty. So.
I mean, we can talk about it.
We're gonna pick a topic that we're gonna talk about. Nah, I don't know what's on these papers. We ain't looked at these in like months. So I can't tell y'all what topics is in this thing.
I'm excited for this one.
Running on place, standing in what? In motion?
Oh, running in place.
Oh, running in place and standing in motion. That didn't look like that was the end. That looked like an on.
Judy's.
Sorry, y'all. I know how to read. I'm just telling y'all the way it wrote. Girl, I'm gonna show Edwin so he can put it on here so y'all girls can see it. What it look like, girl, because it's not me, girl. Y'all ain't gonna do me. What? Anyways, go ahead with the topic, girl.
It's running in place and standing in motion. And you know, some girls will be like, what is that? Like, what do you mean running in place and standing in motion?
Oh, look, Reese already understand that.
See? Reese said, I get it. Then Reese, you explain to them so I won't have to. They'll listen to you before they listen to me.
Well, what my interpretation of it is given very much like, are you just being stagnant or are you trying to progress?
Boom. Are you? Ressie G asking y'all, Judy's just watching this. Ressie said, are you?
Running in place.
We want to know. You got to put it in the comments. We want to know. I want to know.
I feel like a lot of people do. A lot of people do stay running in place because they feel safe in that spot.
And you know what's crazy about feeling safe? I wish I could have did this. I wish I could have did that. I should have made the choice to do this, but I didn't want to do that. And now I'm here and I don't like my life. You don't like your life, that's because you did that to yourself.
Right. And you're not trying to do anything to change it. A lot of people don't understand that there are times where you are gonna just, take a breath, but don't continue to just stay in that one motion, running in place, because you exhaust yourself with doing the same thing over and over again, and then you're wondering why there's no change. It doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. It's like washing my clothes and getting the same results. Like, why these whites ain't whitening?
Because you ain't adding nothing to it. You ain't just switching it up. You're just washing it the same way over and over.
With the same product.
You got to try something new. Throw some bleach in there. Get the thing white.
Okay. Clean it out with some vinegar.
Period.
Let it soak.
Let it soak.
Come on,
let it soak. You gotta and give some elbow grease because you gotta get in that thing when you.
I mean, you know, just meet Nivea at the laundromat. You know what I'm saying?
Nivea said, "Meet me at the McDonald's parking lot." That's what she said.
She did say that, but she did say, you know, she was gonna go to the laundromat and clean them up. You know what I'm saying?
No, I thought she said, "Give me 25 reasons why."
Let me tell you something. Nivea was smart because she wanted 25 reasons, but she did still stay in the hood because she had a laundromat and a parking lot at McDonald's that she wanted you to come to. So
that's what she said. Because I'm
she's
here
that
for
girl.
it. I'm just, well, I mean, well, you know, so what can we tell, like, or give, like, certain advice of things that help people to get out of running in place? Like, how can we help them move forward with certain things? Like, what would you say?
I think for me, I would, you know, if I see somebody running in place and they're steady asking, well, what can I do different? What can I do different? What can I do different? For me, it's like, well, why don't you try doing X, Y, Z? Which would probably, depending on whatever the situation may be, I'm not sure whether if they're trying to be a photographer, an artist, or, you know what I'm saying, or even a host. So for instance, I had bad boys that came to me, you know, they were bad boys from, you know, Bad Boys Club. And they hit me up and they know that I do MC work here and hosting gigs here in the city. So I'm like, well, what do you want to do with the hosting though? Like, what is it actually, like, what is your actual main goal? Because I know for me, I enjoy doing it for the excitement of people, making them feel good, doing, you know, being on the microphone, knowing how to get the vibes right, set the tones, throw a song request in there to get the crowd into it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, there's a lot of aspects that go into it, which I had to learn on my own. But, you know, I asked that question and then it's minute. You ain't got nothing to say, but you steady, you want to do. There's work into this.
What do girls don't like the work? You know when they working? When they legs go like this.
Oh, but that's where you're still running in place because you're still doing the same things you were doing at 17, 18. You're not doing nothing different. And I'm 34. I've done a multitude of different things. I've held different careers, and I can say, honestly speaking, I've elevated and evolved and still evolving, you know what I'm saying, to go to that next level. So it's like, you gotta push yourself, as scary as it may be, you gotta try it. You gotta get yourself out there, because guess what? If you're not gonna do it, then how you gonna get to where you wanna be? So, you know, when it comes to the hosting things, it's just be like, bro, you gotta do X, Y, Z, plug yourself in, know what clubs to go to, know what spots is looking for people to host, you know what I'm saying? You know you're a bad boy, then, hey, I'm a bad boy, but I'm not carrying like I want to fight. I want to party bad boy, you know what I'm saying? Know how to carry it and label yourself, and that's stand true. So.
And the word is Stony. I need them in the bind, Nate. I need that money.
What would you say, Ressie? You know, to an upcoming, you know, web developer or a docu-series, or, you know what I'm saying, that's in your line of work, like, what would that gym look like for you? What would you say to them?
I think in general, it's more about whatever line of business that you're in, whatever career path you're in, you have to be willing to, one, put yourself first, two, try something new, because you can't keep doing the same thing expecting a new result. You're going to get the same result. And three, you gotta put the fear to the side for 1 second. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, the way that I have shaped this new project, it did scare me to do it that way, but then I had to understand that this is more than me. It's not about doing the same thing that's been done. It's more about exposing this particular realm to people in a different way. We have to be able to, and then that's even if you're a hairstylist, a makeup artist, someone in the corporate field, if you want to progress, you have to do something different, and you have to be fearless with your approach. I mean, you have a 50-50 chance. Either it's going to do bad or it's going to do good. 50-50. And that's how I live it. That's how I live my life. That's how I think about things. It's going to either go good or it's going to go bad. And then if it does go bad, then you have time to recoup and figure out something to do to make it better the next go round. But if it goes good, it going good is worse than it going bad though. Because then you have to best yourself. And then you have to do better. Even you have to do your big one times 10 on your next one.
You got to progress it even harder. You got to push even
Absolutely.
harder.
And we're pushing even harder. We're going to take another break, Judy's. And by the time we come back, we're going to definitely touch more on this topic and get a more little juicy juice from Ressie G. And also play our last favorite game of the season. Well, not the season because it's on every episode. But y'all get what I'm saying. So, Judy's, we love y'all. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, y'all. What's poppin'? We back with Ressie G. And we on our next little topic, running in place, standing in motion. Now, can people do this like in their personal lives as well? Like,
I don't know.
Running in place of trauma, or bad relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I've ran across a couple of people that have that's still running in place. Actually, I had a friendship, and this just triggered me right now, and I feel like I should share it. But I had a friendship, and when I first moved back to the city, this person was literally very strong about an ex of theirs. Yeah, very strong about that ex. They couldn't stand seeing their ex out, but still had these built up emotions about their ex or whatever. So for me, I was just like, well, why don't you move on? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you do you? You know what I'm saying? This person that moves on. This is so long ago, But in our community, when we're young, black, and gay, especially in the younger years when we first fall in love with that good piece of, meat, how it go. But, no, she didn't have money at the time.
But love with the money.
Oh, okay. But anyways, I tried to, get the person to understand, you got to move forward. Can't hold on to this person. Can't hold on to that individual. Right. That's the only way you're going to move better. You know what I'm saying? Think about it this way. Think about life this way. You know what I'm saying? Because he was still stagnant. With holding on to that baggage, he was stagnant in his life, and he could have been a lot further in his life, or taken care better of himself than he was. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's I feel like when you're stagnant in trauma, everything else becomes stagnant in your life. From your career, you get settled in, the little checks that you're making. You know what I'm saying? You get settled in how you dress and how you carry yourself, where you live. You wouldn't mind either sleeping on somebody's couch or renting out a room instead of going to get your own spot. People allow that moment instead of saying, you know what, let me move on from this trauma so that way I can move on in life.
Well, they don't want to move on. They can't.
Yeah, I just feel like when you're ready to actually move on, I'm done.
You know when they ready to move on?
What?
You wanna know when they ready?
What?
When they standing on them street corners. And they ain't got no other roof to go to. And they trying to figure it out because the box is next to them. That's when they know they ready. And then on top of that, especially when you lose the lack of support system, the family shit, a lot of things will cause you to it will shake you and say, bitch, get your shit together.
Yeah, get it together. Get it together.
I feel like as grown men though, is that because we grow up without having our fathers around, or?
Well, that can be, but we gotta also remember some of these people that run around like that, actually both parents are still living.
True.
Great parents are still living. Great grandparents and aunties and uncles and great uncles and aunties are still living. So it's one of those things. Also, things do start from the household. So what are they being taught and learned in the household? But because, in a black household, the first thing we want to say is, get an education, keep your head in the books, do this and do that. And usually, no shade to the family now, don't nobody try to come for me. I'm just out here speaking for y'all. The truth is, people that are trying to instill and put them things on you, they didn't even finish high school. They didn't even finish middle school. But they got their own home. They got their cute little income coming in that they're comfortable with. They got a decent car that works for them. If I don't see the motivation that's around me, how am I not gonna go out and get it? However, you can snap out of it and get it for yourself.
Yes, you can.
Sometimes it takes time. Some of us tend to learn it a lot faster, like myself. Ressie G, yourself, because we've been through them things. So
yeah. And I think that things that you go through in life does build character, and a parent's responsibility is they have an ongoing responsibility, right? But they're supposed to raise you so that you can make your choices after you get out into the world. That's what I believe. But when it comes down to the choices that you make as an adult, you have to. Everybody knows right from wrong. You know when something is right to do, and you know when something is wrong to do. And then sometimes we are just a little hard headed. A lot of times we hard headed, and we just don't want to. You want to experience something. So I mean, it's like as a child, you touch the stove because it's hot, because you was told it was hot. You know what? Let me see. Oh, that is hot. That hurt me, so I'm not going to do that again. And so I think that at times when people have gone through, people like to say that whole hurt people thing. And to a extent, I believe that, but I do think that hurt people heal people too. And people never talk about the healing part of it, and where you actually come when you come from one state of being hurt, you learn the lessons, and then you get to a new point, and then you're always going to meet a hurt person. It just depends on how you measure their level of hurt versus your own. Even there was a situation with one of the characters on the show where he was literally living in a situation, in a relationship that he just didn't want to get out of, and he didn't know how to get out of it because it was so, I don't want to say tragic, but it was very traumatizing as he was going through it, because his own partner was not affirming him. And luckily after the retreat, he ended up leaving that home and progressing. But a lot of times when you are always in search of love and you give sex in lieu of intimacy, you become complacent. Like you said, you become in that state of, this is where I'm at, this is comfortable for me, this is safe in this little bubble, and this is all I want to do. But a lot of people and a lot of men, Black gay men, are just attracted to brokenness. And me and my best friend was just talking about it the other day, and a lot of people are attracted to that because it makes them feel needed, and it gives a person a space to give you an opportunity to fix them.
Right. That makes sense.
That does make sense. That definitely makes a lot of sense.
Everybody can't be Olivia Pope, honey.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well,
I'm just saying, girl. Everybody can't wear the white hat, girl. And she barely wore it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we sure can, but we can wear that what? Tea? Hot chocolate was a tea. Hot chocolate was a tea. Hot chocolate was a tea.
You know I love tea hot chocolate.
Tea hot chocolate is my favorite game. Yeah.
I ain't played tea hot chocolate since
1970.
Well, I was gonna say 16,
Okay.
The shade of it all.
Okay. So you see, this game is called Tea and Hot Chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's simple. It's nothing crazy, right? It's technically like a homage to True and False. You know, I'm gonna ask them some questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they may be, whatever they fall. If it's true to you, you know, you just tea, high popping tea. You know, if it's false,
then it's hot chocolate, a Milky Way.
That part.
Vocal.
Yeah, okay.
Just a little light, just a little
gospel.
Like,
of course.
Yes.
Of course.
You'll do street gospel, not regular gospel, right?
Wait, what? I mean, yeah, Leandra does street gospel, so y'all do what Leandra.
Okay. So yeah, it's tea and hot chocolate. Ready?
yeah.
Yeah, you're going first. I started the last game. It's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn.
Tea a hot chocolate.
Okay.
Right. Got me over here doing all the things. Would you ever consider collabing with the folks ever again from the Chasing brand? Tea hot chocolate.
Tea.
That's okay.
He said he been doing the work, and I believe him. I feel it in my spirit. The fact that you've been through what you've been through with that, and you will, like, you know what, I'll come full circle and collab when it's time and it makes sense. I respect it.
Absolutely. Because I mean, whatever, if I was ever to do something, I mean, y'all know I know how to ride controversy and it would be a hit. So,
Okay,
Come on.
that part. And I love that.
Tea or hot chocolate? The animated Little Mermaid is better than the live action Little Mermaid.
hot chocolate. I mean, the live action version is better than the animated version because Ariel's black.
That's only.
But it's not even that. They gave more though. They gave me levels. Like, but honestly, equally, I like them both though. So I can't even say I'm like 50.
I like the first one. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love Chloe. Love her now, girl. Whatever. Hallie, whatever her name is. Hallie. Girl, one of the sisters.
I will tell you this. I had never watched the animated version all the way through, but the live action version watched it all the way through. I'd never seen the anime version all the way through.
No. Well, I seen them both all the way through.
I have to, and I prefer the first.
But my girl Hallie did an amazing job. Good job, girl. That was too cute.
Downs. I'm not saying she did a horrible job. Not saying that. Never said that. What I'm saying. I love the storyline of the animated version better. The song selections were better. Under the Sea was 10 times better than what this live action was. Horrible.
Go read the book. Okay.
I will.
I will agree with that. I do think the remake of Under the Sea wasn't as good as the original because like the original gave very islandy, very that moment, but this one was kind of more like it was a little great value, but overall I would definitely take the live action over the
Gotcha.
Tea and hot chocolate, girl.
Tea and hot chocolate. You like playing basketball?
Hot chocolate.
Recently, like y'all ain't seen me playing no sports, so stop playing with me.
No, I mean I always know. Like I mean, in high school I played football, I ran track, I played tennis, but I never could get the hand-eye coordination with basketball. I always thought that the between the legs thing was like the bee's knees. I thought it was everything, but I just could never do it. I'm thick, so I don't know. Maybe it was just the ball wasn't supposed to go.
Okay. I understand, but it don't work for me because I actually played basketball in high school and in church. So but I also did tennis.
Wasn't my calling.
And I did cross country and track. And then I just ended up being a cheerleader.
I did track as well. I try to be as all American as possible, but yeah, basketball was just not a thing.
Sports wasn't a thing.
Never mind. I'm not even going to get the next question because I don't even want to get your opinion.
To your hot chocolate, you watch Bad Boys Zeus Network.
Hot chocolate. I haven't watched the episode. I haven't.
You haven't watched none of it though.
I haven't watched. Well, I did watch like baddies because I had friends that watch baddies, so I was just, I would sit with them and just kind of just key because baby, it is a key. But I haven't watched the episode of Bad Boys. Sorry.
Okay.
That's good. Tia hot chocolate. You out here dating in these streets.
See, I mean, I'm outside.
Come on, she outside.
I'm outside. I mean, I think, but it's not at the top of my priority list right now, but I'm out there. I mean, I'll flirt and bat my pretty little eyes, but other than that, it's not like I'm going after it. I'm really career focused and personal focused, like just on me, and so.
Well, and that's always good. And Ressie G, we want to thank you for playing
Tea and hot chocolate.
Yes. Well, I was trying to. I feel like they're a little like
they stiff today.
They're not. Tea and Tamir are not shaking the way they want to.
I try to shake. I saw the shade.
Oh, she saw it.
Oh, okay.
I saw the shade.
That's what Dolly Parton going on.
Oh, you know, well, I try. I do what I can. I do what I can. Well, Ressie G, we want to definitely thank you for coming on the SinglyGay podcast. Honey, we thank you for coming through. This has been amazing. I had fun.
Other than the boot ins and boot outs.
Yeah, but hopefully, well, when I go back and watch, we don't see that. I don't think we're going to see that.
I don't know what was going on. It's just they just want to. They want it to be great. That's it.
I know, like, cause StreamYard be playing, like, first we'll be good, and then StreamYard be like, no, I'm just fuck y'all up right here. I'm like, girl, I done had y'all long enough now for we will not be doing these kickouts. Judies, we want to definitely thank y'all for tuning in with us and watching us like y'all always do. However, you know, Ressie G, you got some projects you want to tell the girls what's coming up, or you want to wait, or you got some social media handles you want to like slat them through and just send the people your way.
Yeah, so of course the retreat, Voice presents the retreat, is airing on June 21st. It's also going to have a companion podcast that goes along with that, where we discuss each and every episode, hosted by myself. I also am currently working on another documentary that's going to be here, based in Dallas. It's going to be very interesting topic. We haven't seen anything like this before, so I'm excited about that. There are people in talks of wanting me to come back in front of the camera. I don't know so much if I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
The girls be girling, honey. So I don't know.
Okay, that part.
And all of this, people can always find me on social media at Ressie G. That's RESSIEG, as well as It's Revoice. That's ITSREVOYCE for everything.
Yes, come on. Got that.
It's a shake for me.
Okay, got to shake. Well, y'all, I'm your hostess with the mostest, Mr. Aquarius Kelly.
I'm Sia Vaughn.
And y'all already know how we end this thing. If you can't kiki with your Judies,
then who can you kiki with?
We thank y'all for checking in on SinglyGay Podcast, and we love you and thank you for watching us. And please make sure that you comment if you like this episode, and many more to come.
Of course.
Of course.
Why not?
Why not? Because we love you guys, and thank you and have a good night.
Deuces.